Good morning. It is March 10th, and you are here at the Neuro-Affirming Conversation Hour for Outreach and Support, and it is National Mario Day. March 10th is National Mario Day. So we celebrate that little Italian plumber and his brother and all of their cohorts, whether they be toad-headed or, mushroom-headed toad men, or princesses who we find out can kick butt and save themselves. It's Mario Day. So I just wanted to mention a couple things before we get going today. One of the things is this Friday, scratch that, reverse it. This Saturday, I will be in Lakeland, Florida at the Polycon, the celebration of all things geek and pop culture in Lakeland, Florida, talking about autism outreach and support, helping bridge communities and resources and get people together. So the idea, again, is just to make the world a little bit better place by helping everyone communicate a little better. That has been my thing, whether I be an English teacher or a humanities teacher, religion, all of the subjects that I've taught. It's always been about communicating our ideas to others and receiving their ideas and deciphering what they're saying. So I'll be talking about that in a more general sense, definitely a more interesting sense, this Saturday in Lakeland, Florida. So if you're around, come check it out. I think it's going to be a good day. They've got a lot of great stuff scheduled for the conference, so I think it's going to be a good time. Also coming up, we have the April 15th Myths of Autism discussion at the Genesee District Library in the Flint Metro region, Grand Blanc, Michigan. And the same lecture will be given in the Detroit Metro region at the Henry Ford College campus in the Walther Liberal Arts Building in K014. That is in the basement. It's an auditorium in the basement of that lecture hall. So if you're interested in that, you can hit me up for details. info@humanities101.org for general queries. So today again is National Mario Day, and I thought it was appropriate to give us a Mario quote. The problem is it's hard to find Mario quotes that aren't about the game or the influence of the game, not about the person, the character. So I listened to some interviews, and Seth Rogen, who plays Donkey Kong in the new movie, is quoted as saying Mario as a character is endearing to a lot of people because he's an underdog who keeps trying. That's what makes him such an enduring character. He's an underdog who keeps trying. And throughout all of the research that I was doing for today, that was the resounding theme of the work. So this quote from Seth Rogen perfectly captures the essence of Mario, an underdog who never gives up. So as we celebrate National Mario Day on March 10th today, we honor not just a gaming icon, but a character who embodies perseverance. Whether he's leaping over obstacles, facing towering enemies, or charging forward despite the odds, Mario's journeys remind us that determination is the key to success. Like any great underdog, he proves that resilience, not just talent, defines a true hero. His enduring legacy continues to inspire generations to keep pushing forward, no matter the challenge. Here at Humanities 101 and NACHOS, the Neuro-Affirming Conversation Hour for Outreach and Support, we embrace the same spirit of resilience in our advocacy for neurodivergent individuals. Just as Mario's determination drives him forward, we believe that persistence through small, meaningful actions creates lasting change. Our mission is grounded in self-care, self-grace, and self-empowerment, ensuring that neurodivergent individuals don't just navigate the world, but thrive in spaces that celebrate their strengths and needs. In the same way that Mario navigates levels filled with obstacles, neurodivergent individuals often face systemic barriers, misunderstandings, and burnout. NACHOS provides a space where persistence isn't about pushing through at all costs, but about honoring one's pace, recognizing progress, and celebrating victories, both big and small. By fostering neuro-affirming conversations, we create a community that values accommodations, self-advocacy, and the right to move through the world in ways that align with individual needs. So National Mario Day serves as a playful yet powerful reminder that success is not about brute force. It's about resilience, adaptation, and unwavering determination. Mario doesn't face his challenges alone, though. He has allies, power-ups, and strategies that help him along the way. And likewise, here at NACHOS, we like to provide community, support, and tools that empower neurodivergent individuals to navigate life's level in a way that works for them. So as we celebrate the persistence of Mario today, let's also celebrate the persistence of neurodivergent individuals who continue to push for a world where they are understood, accommodated, and empowered. Let's remember that real progress comes from showing up, embracing who we are, and moving forward one step, one jump, and one conversation at a time. So what is National Mario Day? It's a celebration, right, of Mario. And so just a little history. Since his first appearance in Donkey Kong in 1981 to his rise of stardom in Super Mario Brothers in 1985, Mario has become a beloved figure across generations. His adventures through the Mushroom Kingdom, rescuing Princess Peach, and facing off against Bowser have entertained players for decades, making him a symbol of fun, perseverance, and nostalgia. More than just a gaming icon, Mario represents the joy of play and the power of shared experience. Whether it's a solo journey or a multiplayer showdown like in Smash Brothers. I just think of my kid. Mario's games brings families and friends together, creating cherished memories. Again, I have great memories of playing Mario 2 with the Davis brothers, Mario, the N64 Mario Adventure in college. But I remember getting my first Nintendo and playing Super Mario Brothers in the mid 80s. But beyond entertainment, right? These games can foster meaningful connection, especially for neurodivergent individuals. Video games, including Mario's vast universe, provide a structured yet dynamic way for neurodivergent individual players to develop social skills in a low-pressure environment. Through cooperative gameplay, turn-taking, and teamwork, we can practice communication and social interaction in a setting that feels safe and rewarding. And for our families, these games create an inclusive space where everyone can participate, bond, and share in the excitement, no matter the challenges or abilities. And it's a really great way to bond. So as we celebrate National Mario Day, let's embrace the spirit of joy, play, and togetherness. Whether you're revisiting a classic or exploring a new adventure, let's remember that Mario reminds us that fun is for everyone. And so imagine a theme park designed with these same principles, right? Fun is for everyone, where everyone, regardless of ability, sensory need, or cognitive difference, was welcome. So just as a video game provides a structured yet flexible space for neurodivergent individuals to engage at their own pace, a truly inclusive theme park would ensure that every guest, from wheelchair users to those with sensory sensitivities, could fully participate. So this means designing attractions with multiple ways to experience the fun, interactive rides that allow different levels of engagement, quiet zones for sensory breaks, and accessibility first layouts that remove barriers instead of creating them. It's about taking the joy and connection found in a multiplayer game and bringing that spirit into real life in a physical space where families and friends of all abilities can bond over shared experience. The new Peppa Pig theme park in Texas is just such a place. It's setting a revolutionary standard. It is an amusement park designed with accessibility at the forefront, ensuring that every child, regardless of ability, can experience the magic of play. So unlike traditional theme parks that require special accommodations, this park was built from the ground up with inclusivity in mind. In Texas. So every detail has been carefully designed to welcome children of all mobility levels, sensory sensitivities, and neurodivergent needs. What does that mean in specifics? Rides without barriers. Many attractions like Peppa Pig's balloon ride feature wheelchair accessible boarding, allowing kids to roll right in without having to transfer. This is huge. Huge. You don't have to transfer, because transfer is where a lot of injuries happen, especially with people who don't know how to properly transfer someone. Water play for all. The park splash pad is graded for wheelchair users, so every child could enjoy in the fun. And it also has seamless navigation, wide, smooth pathways, and accessible ride transfer options, ensuring mobility challenges never stand in the way. Now, how is it sensory friendly? Beyond this physical accessibility, the park is autism certified by the Autism Certified Center, and it ensures that every child with sensory processing differences feels safe and supported. So what does this mean? Trained staff. They've undergone specialized training to assist guests with autism and sensory sensitivities. Now, I will tell you, as someone who both does this, has received this, and been a guest and a patron of places that have received this, it is not enough. It is not reinforced often. I don't know about Peppa Pig's park. I want to go because I'd like to know. But usually it's cursory at best. So we need real first person, experience-based, expertise-based training, because way too many people focus on either what I have experienced or what I have learned, and very few people have both of those things. You want an expert with lived experience, period. You want an expert with lived experience. Anyway, sensory guides. Families receive a detailed breakdown of how each attraction may impact child with sensory needs, helping them plan their visit. I have used these at the Chicago Field Museum. They are fabulous. They are great guides and tips, but they're not definitive because, again, they were not created with someone with all of the sensory needs. It honestly would need to be created by 5 or 6 different people walking around together and experiencing these sensory overloads together. Because when you go into the Tiffany room of the Field Museum, which is marked as a light, heavy sensory experience, not a sound heavy sensory experience, whoever made that map does not realize that those lights that they have in there make a sound. And when you put thousands of them in there so that all the jewels shine, that room hums at a high pitch whine. The whole room whines at a high pitch whine that I could hear from the other side of the wing. I had to leave that room, right? That would have been nice to know. So again, sensory guides are great, but they're just guides. And then quiet spaces, dedicated sensory friendly zones that provide a calm retreat. And again, these need to be designed by people who know what they're doing, because a creepy broom closet with a lava lamp and a dog toy, because I have literally seen people put out dog toys in sensory rooms and for autistic people, is not a quiet space. I'll tell you who did it great. Diverge Community Services. I went to a thing in Ann Arbor for their 2nd anniversary. I got out of the car. I was overloaded. I was too many cars. I walked right into the place, and they had a fabulous party. I walked right by everybody because I knew they'd have a sensory room, and oh my God, was it amazing. Dark, immersive, sound, like it was negative sound, so it was like white noise, gray noise, brown noise, but it was so refreshing. And after about 15 minutes in there, I was able to go out and people for hours and get that awesome lamp that's behind me. That's a full, torso lamp. It's freaking awesome. So shout out to Diverge Community Services for doing it right. Check them out. Now, how does I digress. They also have a hero pass, which is much like Disney's DAS pass. And so it is not just about accessibility. It's about making it fun for everyone. And hopefully this begins a new era of theme park design where accessibility isn't just an afterthought, but it's a foundation of fun. Now, whether or not you're a Peppa Pig fan or someone who believes in a world where everyone gets to play, I think this is worth celebrating because adventure should belong to all of us. Creating a space where everyone belongs doesn't stop at theme parks. It's a philosophy that should extend into everyday life, just as an accessible amusement park ensures that all children can experience joy and connection. Initiatives like Positive Somebody's Positivity Packs take the same spirit of inclusivity and apply it even more to a fundamental need, emotional and mental well-being of both young adults, kids, and adults. I guess all three. Both. All three. So for many marginalized and underserved individuals, feeling included isn't just about having fun. It's about having support, resources, and encouragement. It's about thriving. So Positivity Pack, or the Positive Packs, are designed to do just that. Offer care packages filled with essential items, affirmations, and community-driven support to help people. And I've got one here, right? Because recently I had the opportunity to sit down with Jen Metzmaker, who is the founder and CEO of Positive Somebody, and she's on TikTok and all the other social medias. So check her out. But Positive Somebody is a nonprofit dedicated to uplifting and supporting marginalized communities. And from the moment we started talking at the Voices in Action event last week, I was struck by her passion for building genuine, human-centered outreach. And we clicked right away, right? Something that goes beyond traditional digital-first approaches. Even though I am heavy on the digital, I will come to you because I understand the importance of real-world interaction, even from this digital space. So what truly stood out was the analog technology. All right. I love this little thing. Now I have not opened this. I'm going to open this together. Right. And I've been told that there are handwritten things, printed materials. It's tactile, it's personal, it's interactive. Right. And so this offers a connection, and I'm going to open it up here, right here, and pull out the little card first and read it here. In this pack, you will find positive coping tools. Positive coping can improve mental health and aid in living a positive life. Journal writing, drawing, or doodling is a great way to express and work through feelings. Fidgets can help reduce anxiety and stress. Positive affirmations are necessary to remind yourself that you matter and are important. Just breathe. Then it gives you some mental health, resources, talks about the importance of journaling, and then actually gives you, and as a former English teacher, Jen, thank you very much. You give us some prompts, right? So I feel happy when, what are your future goals? I am good at, right? And then because you need something to journal with, there is a journal, right? Nice little lined journal. I love these journals, by the way. I have tons of them sitting around. I was very excited to get a new one. We get a rules of healthy sleep, right? And some nutrition information. This is fabulous. I would love to get this. And we need to talk. We're going to talk. We've already made that plan. Then we have information on mental wellness resources. Okay to Say, community health, child and family charities, 988, some local organizations, Cristo Rey and stuff. Awesome. We've got the cards for her organization, as well as information on a breathe stone, because she was telling me that this is very popular with the elementary kids, and carrying it with them, learning how it's used, and then utilizing the tool. Because if you don't know what this is, it's just a rock. But if it was a rock given to you by someone who you hold sacred, it is an artifact. It's different. Or if it has helped you, right? My favorite, fidgets, right? Fidgets. Gotta love the fidgets. And because people don't always think about this, just because you have something to write on doesn't mean you have something to write with, or vice versa. So that is awesome. And a sleep mask. Hell yes. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So this again is the Positive Somebody. You can check them out at positivesomebody.org, right? And they say on their card, you are important, stay positive, you matter, be brave, and spread kindness. These are my people, right? So big shout out to Jen. Oh, I missed one. We've got a You Matter bracelet. You Matter bracelet to remember that you do matter. And you can check out Jen on TikTok. She's also in the most recent YouTube video from last week about the Self-Advocates of Michigan Voices in Action. She actually holds up this positivity pack that I have in my hands right here in the video and presents it and talks about her work. And there's lots more to that interview, but I have decided that I would love to sit down with her sometime, talk about all of her work, talk about her journey, all of that stuff. So I'm going to try to get her on for this platform. So again, Positive Somebody, great stuff, right? Absolutely love that. So this reminds me, all of this stuff, and when I think about Mario, and when I think about all of the stuff from this week, even kind of bringing it into Mario Day, and I was thinking about how I ended Mario Day. I could not think of a better way to end Mario Day than with words of wisdom from one of my favorite characters in the Mario universe. And it's a newer character. It is the nihilist absurdist little blue star Luma Lee from the Mario movie, the most recent one. And we meet Luma Lee in the dungeon of Bowser's Castle. And Luma Lee, when Luigi falls into the cage and he's met with all of the characters of the Mario Kingdom that have fallen prey to Bowser's evil plans and been held hostage and will slowly be lowered into lava later in the as the plot thickens. I immediately loved this little star, right? Because the first words out of their mouths were time, because Luigi asks, "How long have you all been here?" And Luma Lee answers, "Time, like hope, is an illusion, and that the only hope is the sweet release of death." And you would think that this is creepy, except that it's a beautiful, cute little star, little blue star, giggling and swinging while saying this. And I remember in the theater just laughing and going, that one, they know. So when everyone questions Luma Lee's sanity, this is Luma Lee's response.
Insane world, it is the same who is called crazy.
In an insane world, it is the sane who are called crazy. Now, whilst on the surface this might appear dark, it actually echoes what Martin Luther King said in the letter from Birmingham jail when he said that in an unjust society, the only place for a just man or a just human is in prison. But I liked Luma Lee because Luma Lee offered me more hope than despair. Because when they're lowered into the pit of lava towards the climax of the film, or they're being lowered, the little incandescent star cheers with delight. Luma Lee can find joy even in the darkest of times. Easy times actually seem to be the antithesis of comfort for the little blue supernova. It's almost as if the friction and the vulcanization creates something, right? But it's an oversimplification. This little Scion's stellar reminds us that sometimes the best time to dance, sing, and laugh is at the most absurd times. For it is embracing the absurdity of finitude of our existence that we can truly live. When we truly understand that this is it, when we truly understand that this is a one-shot thing. And I'm not going to start playing Eminem in the background, but when we truly understand that you've got one shot at this thing called life, I think you do enjoy the ride down into the lava. I think you do. And so as I leave you today, I would like to leave you with the words of Luma Lee. And even if it takes down this this YouTube channel for copyright, I'm good with that. So I will see you next Monday at 9:00. And remember, this is not goodbye. This is, I will see you again.
Now that's a happy ending. Or is it? Because everything's over now, and all that's left is you and the infinite void. Kind of makes you want to play saxophone, huh?